Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Limas. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. One of the most high-profile cases on island gets an update from the court. Also tonight, school meals are reimbursed to parents. And ARPA funds creates hundreds of jobs in the Anamine. In sports, a good cause calls many golfers up to KAGMAN. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
What's the move?
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, December 5th, 2022. Governor Torres will be leaving office soon and stepping into court. The judge sets his jury trial for February of next year. Judge Albert Tolentino has set the jury trial for Governor Ralph Torres on February 13, 2023. Torres, represented by his brother Victorino Torres and attorney Viola Alipuzu, requested the court to have the trial in August instead. Tolentino denied the request. Chief Solicitor Robert Glass Jr. of the Attorney General's office has provided the defendant with a plea bargain agreement offer. According to Glass, the validity of the plea agreement is only up to December 31st of this year. The plea agreement was not filed in court. Governor Torres is facing 13 counts of criminal charges and says he is not guilty. Also in court, 2 local males are accused of domestic violence. 29-year-old Bill Manglonia is being charged with domestic violence, assault with a dangerous weapon, disturbing the peace, and child abuse. Manglonia allegedly stabbed his wife with a screwdriver around her body and once on her head. On a written statement, the victim states, quote, "My life is in danger by Bill M. Manglonia," unquote. Manglonia is also accused of flipping a 7-year-old boy by the feet, which caused him to hit his head on tiny rocks, resulting in pain. The victim also alleges that Manglonia punched her 1-year-old baby on the left rib. The victim says she has been battered by Manglonia since 2014 and has been threatened to be murdered for over a year now. Bail is set at $25,000 for Manglonia, who is remanded to the Department of Corrections. The second bail hearing this morning was for 66-year-old Venusto Mangarero, who is being charged with disturbing the peace, assault and battery, strangulation, and domestic violence. Mangarero, also known as Sus Malus, appeared in court this morning before the Honorable Judge Joseph Camacho. Police say they received a call from a concerned citizen who reported he heard a female yelling for help from a pickup truck behind the Saipan airport at around 4 in the morning. The caller provided the license plate number along with the description of the truck. Police later saw the matched vehicle parked at the Blue Sky Market in San Antonio. Police then approached the car and spoke with the female victim who was sitting in the passenger seat. With a shaky voice, she told officers, quote, "He bring me to the woods and choke me," end quote. Mangarero, who just exited the establishment, was immediately placed under arrest. The victim was brought to CHCC where police observed a neck rash and blood underneath her thumb. The victim says Mangarero hurt her feet with the car door and choked her while accusing her of having an affair with another man. Bail is set at $10,000 and Mangarero was remanded back to DOC. School children in the Marianas receives another round of PEBT, estimated at $6.3 million. This round comes in 2 phases, with the first distribution set for this weekend. The Department of Community and Cultural Affairs Nutrition Assistance Program, along with the CNMI Public School System, announces the distribution of PEBT benefits to thousands of school-aged children. This round of PEBT provides food stamp benefits to school-aged children who lost access to school meals in 2021 to 2022 due to COVID-19. NAP Administrator Walter Macaronas.
It's actually long-awaited assistance related to pandemic. This is a continuation from the PEBT that occurred last year. We had our school year plan, and then we also have a summer plan. What we're going to be implementing in this week is the school year plan.
The first phase of PEBT is based on school-wide closure, meaning a child will get benefits amounting to the number of days school was shut down and they were on virtual learning.
Every child in that school will have the same amount of days, and those days will be reimbursed at a rate of $8.28 per day. As an example, if there were 10 days, you multiply that by 8.28 and it'll be 82.80, which would be more of like $83 rounded up. So that's kind of like an example. There are, of course, days that were more for other schools and perhaps less for other schools.
There will be no required applications for Phase 1, as both private and public schools have provided data on how many school days were missed. The distribution will be issued based on the last name of the parents or legal guardians, beginning on Saturday, December 10 until the 16th, with open day on the 17th. For Phase 2 benefits, however, parents will need to fill up an application indicating how many days their child missed school due to personal COVID-19 reasons.
A child may have been affected, meaning they may not be infected with COVID, but their family, a member of their family wasn't, affected. And so everybody in that household needed to quarantine. And so the child would have missed school, not related to the school closure. So those absences are not recorded. They were not provided to us in that detail. And so we would need for the parents to attest to those absences.
Macaronas says the Phase 2 PEBT may be a challenge as parents would have to recall when their child missed school because of COVID.
One thing that the parents can look at is their children's progress report, right? they have progress report that indicates the number of absences the child had. Maybe they may have records from the task force, right? When they were in quarantine, they may have certifications that they were in quarantine for a certain period of time. So those kind of like the two records that I could think of that the parents could look at to try to bring their memory back of when their child was actually absent from school.
You can get the application form from the student school and drop it to the PSS Child Nutrition Program office that is on Capitol Hill, building number 1251. The deadline to submit applications is January 17, 2023. A separate distribution schedule for Tinian and Rhoda will be facilitated by DCCA officials. For any more inquiries, you can call the PEBT call center at 670-287-3063 to 3065. Funds from the American Rescue Plan Act has created hundreds of employment opportunities for CNMI residents. And officials are planning 2 steps ahead in anticipation to the end of this federal assistance. A citizen-centric report from the Office of Personnel Management reveals that ARPA funds created 500 jobs under the executive branch. Other agencies, such as the CNMI Public School System, received their share of the federal grant as well, which opened up several other positions and increased salary wages for teachers. PSS Commissioner Alfred Atta.
With the ARPA funds coming in, we were able to hire all the necessary staff, from tutors to tradesmen to even the extra help Title I teachers.
According to Atta, PSS has been operating at $25 million before the ARPA funds came in. Today, that figure is doubled.
Right now, we're operating at $46 million a year. This is how much it's going to take to sustain the PSS CNMI-wide education system.
PSS currently has over 1,300 educators. What will happen when the ARPA funds run out in the next 2 years? Board Chairman Gregory Borja.
We do have plans in place in terms of how we can best not interrupt the services to our students. Teachers are pretty aware that we may have to roll back like some of their salaries and whatnot based on funding. Their dedication to the system is really what I appreciate from all of them. We don't want to cut people's salaries or anything like that, but in reality, that may be something that we do face in a few years. And so again, what we're doing is just trying to plan with the funding we have moving forward, how we can sustain that going ahead so we don't lose our important staff, because again, without our teachers, our kids are going to lose out on a whole lot.
Atta pleads to the next administration to make the investment in education.
I say to all the leaders of the CNMI, please open your hearts and minds that this is very important, that we nurture our young, because our young is going to grow up to be service of our community. I've seen it in my lifetime, and you cannot go wrong with putting this investment. Yes, $46 million is a lot of money, but please know that that's how much it takes. Over 1,300 faculty and staff in order to build the children of our CNMI.
All right, coming up, CNMI's Got Talent truly brings out the best in all kinds of artists. Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. People of the Sinamay got the chance to showcase their talents at this year's Sinamay's Got Talent competition. Here's Milan Goodwin with more.
I am your host, Brad Cleveland. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more happy to be here tonight. This is my 4th year to host the Sinamay Got Talent, and I am so glad to do it. Working with Bridge Capital has been such a treat.
On Friday, Bridge Capital held its 12th annual Christmas-themed Sinamay's Got Talent competition. The winners of the adults category this year was the dancing duo Cookies and Cream. The winners took home $2,000 and an additional $1,500 after being awarded Most Christmassy Performance. In the children's category, a singing duo of two 13-year-old girls also won $2,000 after their rendition of Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. The vice president at Bridge Capital, Bart Jackson, tells us more about the event.
Tonight is our 12th annual Sinamay's Got Talent. It's a talent contest for all of the Sinamay, for kids, for adults, for singers, dancers, magicians. It's something we do every year to support the arts.
And so what's the background of this event? How did it get started?
Well, our two founders, John Baldwin and Sean Scott, have always been very big supporters of the arts. We support the Flametree Festival, we support the arts there, we support literary arts, and this is for performers. So the performing arts is what we want to really foster and support in the Sinamay.
Every year, Bridge Capital kindly asks guests of the event to donate various toys as they partner with Toys for Tots, especially during the holiday season.
Well, you know, Toys for Tots is a program for underprivileged children. Christmas is a time for giving, and so we partner with the Marine Corps and we collect toys for kids who otherwise might not have toys. And it's something that we're always happy to do, and we've been a member and a supporter for many years.
Each performer did exceptionally well and embodied the theme of giving back this Christmas. Milan Goodwin for the Channel 2 News.
Takoyaki in Osaka, deer in Nara, and monkeys in Kyoto. Our Chris Nelson reports.
With new air service linking the Marianas with Japan, crisp fall weather just 3 hours away, and with $1 US you can trade it for close to 140 yen. That's about 30% more buying power than just a few months ago. What do you do when you get there? Well, Peach Airlines is one of the low-cost carriers that offers routes right from Narita Airport. It's about an hour flight to Osaka. Osaka's a port city. It's Japan's third largest after Tokyo and Yokohama. Kaiyukan is the famous aquarium with whale sharks, penguins, and much, much more. It is a must-visit. Outside, a giraffe stands watch. Just in front, a roundabout way to see the sights. Here's what it looks like during the day, and then again at night. Not too far down the road, the famous nightlife of Osaka. Dotonbori is famous for eye-catching signage and food. It's said that Osaka people spend more on food than anything else. It is here that crabs come to life. And you can even fish for your own fish at a local restaurant, but you might eat late depending on your ability. Takoyaki is a little bit easier to come by. Takoyaki means grilled octopus. A flour and egg-based batter is cooked with a filling of octopus slices, pickled ginger, and green onion, using a special takoyaki pan which molds the ingredients into small balls. Takoyaki sauce and other toppings are then added to complete this popular street snack. I gave up octopus after watching My Octopus Teacher, so no takoyaki for me, but it does smell pretty good. This area is about 500 years old, and people get around by walking, cycling, and even boating down the canals. Hey, wave and you can be on the Channel 2 News. Arigato. Ebisubashi Bridge is the focal point of Dotonbori. It's a popular meeting spot, an essential photo stop for tourists, and the site of wild celebrations when local sports teams win. The Glyco Running Man sign here is one of the most well-known landmarks in Osaka. It's been here for more than 80 years. The Running Man advertises Glyco, the manufacturer of one of Asia's most famous confectionery companies. Their first product, an energy product created in 1922, and each treat was supposed to give you enough juice to run 300 meters, hence the Running Man mascot that is still used to this day. Current sign is 6th generation, first to use LED technology rather than neon. These deer roam freely in Nara Park and are considered sacred. Killing one was a capital offense, punishable by death, up until 1637. Kyoto is nearby too, and above the city you can see fall colors along with a little monkey business. Arashiyama and the famous Bamboo Grove, one of the best places to visit this month, so bring your camera. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. Sports is up next.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
Over 140 golfers teed off in the second annual McDonald's Golf Classic. The KSPN crew was up and early at the Lau Lau Bay Golf and Resort in KAGMAN to bring you this story.
each and every one of you to our second annual McDonald Golf Classic. This is our second year. Everyone should have a scorecard and should exchange scorecard with your fellow threesome or foursome. Do not score yourself. Everyone should have a rule on their cards.
Good luck to everybody. Yeah, let's have fun. Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to remind the championship and the A flag are teeing off from the blue. Again, championship and A flag teeing off from the blue.
Oh, this is a great community involvement. The volunteers that are here today, they're all over from different agencies of the government, the community actually. In fact, for example, there's a number of students from NNC that are volunteering, so they are promoting good community spirit, and that's what it's this is all about.
It's such a beautiful day to play golf. And I'm happy that I have my friend Kacho here and my other friend Dennis Yoshimoto. And beautiful day, the golf course is immaculate. Very good job on the part of the club over here. The people that do the maintenance, #1 job.
I support this event because it supports the community. And the Joe and Jose and Ruri Foundation will be here for a long time to come and to help the community for many years. So we'll be right there all the time.
And I think that what McDonald's is doing, giving back to the community, is a beautiful thing. And my wife goes there like almost every day.
Any way we can help our kids, that are in need, especially our CNMI American kids. So props to McDonald's and the Children's House.
I just like giving back to charity, and this kind of golf tournaments are great. It gives back to the people.
This is a tournament for good cause. Yeah. We're always supporting good cause tournament. It's a foundation for Joe and Marcia. I think it's all for good cause.
The same for good cause. But the only difference is I love McDonald's. Right, Joe?
So I do a lot of local committee kind of things, which they did for the needed peoples and stuff like that. And McDonald's been high in community service, and I think that's a good support from them. And even in our committee, we need people to help each other, And when a difficult time like now, there's a lot of opportunities they gave us to do.
Anytime you can help out is always good. A friend of mine is helping sponsor, so he invited us, and all good times. Always good to come to Saipan and play golf.
Oh, good shot. Nice looking shot. Yes. Oh,
nice.
Woo.
To help Ronald McDonald House. We're from Guam, so we're happy to come on to Saipan to help out.
It goes to different different clubs to help sick kids, or it's for good reason.
Yeah, this is the second year that we have partnered up with McDonald's for their Guam and Saipan annual golf tournament.
yeah, we're really happy to be partners. We're proud to be partners with them. We believe in what they do and how they give back to the community. So to show that appreciation, we go a little above and beyond. We have the second year we've had a Lexus here as a hole-in-one prize. So it's fun to watch. People are getting close, so hopefully somebody wins it. And if not, we finance.
Sun Ho Kang is the overall winner of the McDonald's Golf Classic.
Everybody like McDonald's. Even I like McDonald's. So even the last time I played, joined this tournament before, but it was a little bit not much for like a price, like, but you guys give us the information for it's gonna be better, good for them before. So I just joined this thing. Maybe I'm gonna keep joining to tournament.
This fundraising event was organized by the Joe and Ruri Azuzu Foundation Incorporated. The net proceeds will be donated to Make-A-Wish Foundation, Carrie Dot, Salvation Army, and the Ronald McDonald House Charities.
Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
And for the KSPN weather report, partly sunny with scattered showers, east wind 17 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with scattered showers, east-southeast wind 14 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, high 85, low 78. The humidity 79%, tomorrow partly sunny with scattered showers, east wind 11 to 18 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour, high 83, low 77. High risk of rip currents through Friday afternoon along the east-facing reefs. Marine forecast combined seas of 9 to 11 feet will slowly diminish to between 6 and 8 feet by midweek, staying as such at least the weekend. East wind 15 to 25 knots, wind waves 3 to 5 feet. Northeast swell 7 to 9 feet. The sunrise will be at 6:29 a.m. High tide 5:11 p.m. Low tide 11:39 p.m. and the sunset 5:45 p.m. And that does it for your Monday edition of the News, Sports, and Weather here in the Marianas. As always, we thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you on Wednesday with more.